Alright, hello YouTube, my name is Excel, and this is we're going to do this commentary for my PB run of Resident Evil 2 Remake Claire A Standard. This is using my Sparkless route that I came up with, where we do not pick up the Spark Shot. So once submitted and verified, this run will be hopefully 10th place in the world, and I can beat this run. I wasn't happy with this run at all. There's a lot of mistakes. This was a practice run that I did in the daytime, like it was like after dinner or something. Let me see. No, it was going middle of the afternoon, 18th of the 10th, 2024. I did it in the middle of the afternoon as a practice run before streaming that night, and in the week or so after, I wasn't able to beat this run. So let's just let it play. I'm going to turn off the music. What up, YouTube? Indeed. The Spark Shot, as you're gonna not see in this run, is Claire's weapon that she usually uses in these runs. Hang on, I'm gonna make sure I don't invalidate this. There we go. I'm gonna put the controller down and let that play. So Claire's Spark Shot is the weapon that we would normally use in the Claire speedrun. You pick it up in the sewers, and it's the yellow JCB-looking construction type gun that fires electric bolts. The sparks, and that is a powerful weapon that you charge and explode the charges on bosses or whoever, but it's quicker to not get it. And the reason for this is this run is a PS5 run that was done on high frame rate mode. On high frame rate mode, it's able to achieve 100 FPS instead of 60. Therefore, it makes the knife way more powerful than the Spark Shot. We'll get to that. Who's on screen right now? The person on the screen at the start was William Birkin, who is going to be our favourite boss. We're going to be dealing with him multiple times in this run. So yeah, this is Claire. We're in the gas station. We're going to be quick turning. You can see that I'm just flicking my aim. And that is, we're using that to realign Claire into another direction. So by tapping the aim and then moving her to a direction, we're able to quick aim, quick turn, movement turn, whatever you want to call it. We're able to shift her in a new direction and keep a tight line around those cabinets there. That's how I went around that corner so quick. Yeah, there we go. You're going to see it a lot in the run. Thanks for asking these important questions. This is why these guys are the moderators. Hopefully we're going to be bringing you YouTubians a nice commentary here explaining all of the fine details. We're going to be using that quick turn. Go over here and let this zombie bite us. Do you want to know why we let this zombie bite us, chat? Should I tell you? Why did you let that guy bite you? Isn't that what you don't want to do? That's a very good question, Georgia. Thank you for asking. So, why do you get bit? Wait, why are we letting him bite? Right, so, that guy has no arms. And we let him bite Claire. That was my line. We let him bite Claire to put her in caution. When Claire is in caution, she moves 13% faster. Just from that animation alone of her holding her stomach, she is... And this applies to all adult females in the Resident Evil engine. So Claire, Jill, Ada, Kathy Warren. If any of them are in caution, they move 13% quicker. So you're gonna see that. It's going to save between the quick turning. We're also going to be aiming on stairs. You're going to see that. They're going to ask about it. We'll get to it. Between all the little techniques we do, like stair skating, quick turning, and caution, it equals out. It saves about 2.5 minutes or so in the total of the run, roughly. Kathy Warren is a side character that you can play as in one of the DLCs. She is the lady that Chief Irons kills. Mayor's daughter, yeah, that's it. The Mayor's daughter. And here we do a strat here to... You see that I paused before that door? There you go. Georgia's asking about that now. That's a good question, Georgia. Thanks for asking. The reason we paused at that door is because that cop zombie we call Callahan. Sorry, I feel like I'm behind. You guys are way ahead. Sorry. That zombie is called Callahan. And with him, he knocks the door 3 times in real time. And what we do is we pause the game after he knocks the door once. And then we're able to skip the second door knockings so that he just pushes through. As soon as we unpause the game, it just saves a few seconds. It's like a little skip. So, skin is nothing short of perfection. Full of really, really good, perfectly timed questions. Yeah, these guys have never seen this run before, ever. They definitely don't watch me speedrun this game live on twitch.tv/Excel86J most weeknights. Graveyard times. Do come and give us a follow if you like the cut of our jib, you know. Why did I move the stuff around and discard the key? So that's also, you guys are doing well, thank you. So what we do there is, that is a convenience thing and speed. We discard items we don't need, because you're able to do that in this game. You don't have to box them. As soon as there's a red tick and you've finished using a key in all of the appropriate doors, you can delete it. So I'm able to discard that and shift my gun and knife. You'll also notice at the way that I've played my ammo, I haven't got to explain it, but the way that I've played my ammo and not reloading was I reloaded when I get the knife. So that the ammo, the inventory is gun, ammo, key, knife. And then I'm able to reload the ammo into the gun, move the gun, delete the key, and that saves me then spaces immediately. This enables me to be able to pick up all of the key items early in the inventory. And then, so yeah, here we go. Why is she walking like that? So Claire is walking like that up the stairs, because that is what we touched upon earlier, the stair skating. We're tapping our aim on the stairs to... Claire will walk and run up every step otherwise, and we quick aim to dash, and she will jog about 2 or 3 steps. And then each time that animation finishes, we try to sort of cancel and get her to dash again, dash again, dash again. YouTube, please, this is the only way we get fed. Yeah, we're locked in his basement. That's true, they are. I tie them up. I feed them a little bit, don't worry. They get bits. Alright, they get bread. Don't worry about them. So yeah, that's why we skate up the stairs between caution, skating, and quick turns. All of these things you're going to see save a lot of time. There's another thing that I can't show you on this run because you can't see my controller overlay because it was recorded offline. But there's another technique that we do after most sort of cutscenes and key interactions on doors. I'm going to do it here, and I'm going to do it on the next door. I'm going to do it on future key doors, where I will move and then sprint. So I will move into a sprint. Instead of holding sprint the entire time, we make the character move a little bit first and then dash, and it's called a sprint boost. You may hear it as a shift boost on PC. Yeah, so that's something that I'm going to be doing everywhere. Why do you turn around? Are you Bonnie Tyler? I am indeed Bonnie Tyler. The turning around to fall through the floor was actually a mistake. It actually loses me a couple of seconds. I shouldn't be turning around there. I figured that out after. Why are you running into things at an angle? So the reason for that is also a very good question. Is that Claire and Leon in this game, the pickup range from bang in front of them is really short. They have a bigger range from the sides. So if you think of it like wings, think of it like a clock. 3 and 9, like 3 p.m., 9 p.m. are way better to reach things. So you can drive by, as it were, and snag them as you're running. So you'll see me do that for interactions like puzzles, medallions, pickups, ammo, anything. I'll swipe it on my way past. Certain things I'll get in front, like this, but then this flashbang I'll get from the side. Then here at the door, at the end of that latch, I boost, and then I can get like a kind of a dash away. So, are you good, James? No worries, mate. No worries. Take care, take care. We'll be here. Then we're going to be dashing up here, past that zombie lady. Have fun indeed. So here now we're going to be dealing with one of the chat room's favorite colleagues, Larry. Yeah. So what we do there is we take some walking steps on the way to the STARS office to put Larry the other side of the door. On this run, it didn't help, and he dive bombs me. But what often happens is it puts him the other side of the door, or as you're coming out and running towards the camera, he will attack that way and miss you. And it gives you enough time to get out of there scot-free. This run was not one of those. It's not 100% consistent minip. But we stare at him. Oh, thank you, Georgia. We stare at him and keep the camera on lickers. You'll notice I do this. All the way, like in any instance where there's lickers, I will mostly keep the camera aimed at them so that they, it like neutralizes their AI and reduces their behavior, basically. It calms them down and makes them less aggro if you're looking at them. They're less likely to turbo off screen. Some of you that have been here sort of recently been watching me run Leon. Leon gets caught up by Larry a lot, and even if I turn the camera at the very last second by the door, it doesn't work. Larry will turbo and kill me. Not kill me, but like still hit me, you know? And before people ask about this one, I'll explain. For that detonator situation with the bookcase, we actually run outside of the door, and then by running out there and then running back in, we're able to stop the bookcase from falling down, so we don't have to pick it back up in one, like, fell swoop. Is there something lickers don't do? They don't lick from the ceiling, apart from when they lick from the ceiling. They definitely don't lick, and dogs are definitely free. Just keep all those things in mind. Here you're going to see us quick turn into these skates, and you'll see that her legs are just shimmying each time. She's taking 3 or 4 steps, 3 or 4 steps, 3 or 4 steps, and then she's done, as opposed to each individual step, one at a time. And that's where the skates come in. Skates are like when you'll barely see the blue flash of the reticle, because and you guys, this is the one run that I did offline. I don't have the control overlay, I'm afraid, but my other PBs, by the time you watch this on YouTube, my 53 will be on here as well, and you'll see us run with controller overlay. But you'll see that my L2s barely activate. I'm barely flicking. Like and it's years of muscle memory, the lightest depressions. Any of you who have tried to run this, even on keyboard or mouse or controller, you'll all know that stair skating is, you just have to practice. It seems so silly, but what that tongue doing? Nothing. Right, this is Billy Boy Birkin the First. Here you're going to see me aim down. And you think, why are you aiming down and not on his big shoulder, right? Well, I'm hitting his thigh, and his left hand there. I'm hitting 3 points of contact. Then here, I'm going to move around him, and it's a very quick fight, but I have to be behind. You'll see me dance around him and be behind him as he's about to take off. This will stop him from immediately going for that grab lunge. If you're any form of to the side or to the front of this shoulder, he'll go for the grab lunge. If you're slightly behind by his elbow, he'll walk forward and not know where you are, by which point we drop him. As I explained earlier, because this is PS5 high frame rate, you'll see that the 100 FPS immediately deletes him. If you've done this on 60, you'll think, what the hell? Like, usually you just have to keep slashing, keep slashing. The frame rate affects the knife damage in this game. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but it does. 30 FPS, that boss takes about 60 slashes, 65. 60 FPS, that boss takes about 25 to 35 slashes. And on 120 FPS, he takes 15 to 20. For me, he takes about 21, 22 on 100. So. Why does he look like that? Well, in terms of the story, Birkin, when the Umbrella Corporation sent their SWAT team, the Hunk unit, you know, the UBCS, when those guys were sent in to, like, capture the virus, he injected himself with it. They tried to, like, take his life's work. He wouldn't let them have it. They shot him, but he then injected himself with the virus and has now sustained his own life by becoming one with the G. Why did you go so far into the library when you just have to open it? Oh, just have to open the door? That's a me thing, because of the timing. The reason I go so far onto the bridge and back, I'll explain this room in a second. The reason I go so far onto the bridge and back is because of timing, so that when I get round the next corner, the explosion goes off, so I don't have to stop. So I don't have to wait. For this room, when we come in, we aim the camera down to make the lickers do exactly what you just saw. Go and grab the diamond key, and then on the way out, I take a particular line, which doesn't always work. Just you take that particular line and pray. Basically, it's. I wish I could tell you more about this area, other than it takes a lot of practice and a lot of just, you kind of have to get lucky. You see me keep the camera on the lickers to neutralize their behavior. Doesn't always work. Sometimes they'll catch up. Because this is the PS5 version, this is similar to the DX12 ray tracing version. This means that some enemy behavior, including, but not limited to, Lickers and Mr. X in the Hunk run, are completely different. So things that used to be 100% manip on DX11 or PS4, like Larry or the Kennel Lickers, the line is different now, and they don't always respond the same way. But yeah, I try to mainly when I run back through, keep the camera down, let the first one lick or do something past me, the second one whiffs past me as I leave, and then for that last licker, you see us come out and aim at the wall, because they want to be where you are, where you're looking. So if they're on screen, it's weird how that dodge even works, and that he doesn't just turn me around Bonnie Tyler and I have to knife him, because that happens in labs later sometimes. So the fact that that dodge even works is kind of miraculous. But we aim at the corner, or I aim at the side wall now, and then he jumps past me, and then I whiz away. Simple as that. Getting up to here, we're going to shoot this guy to stun him to give us enough time to get in here, get the orange box, many people's favorite Steam game back in the day, and then dip out with the knife past that dude before he reanimates. I'm also going to apologize if the video looks choppy or janky at any parts. It's the PS5 recorded 1080p video. It's not the best. But, yeah. Yeah, the aim strat for the licker is really smart. I can show you guys, and I can link it in the description for this, a dodge that me and Moose came up with in 2019 for the lab lickers, where, you know that room where it says Murph, where you have to use the modulator? We aim at that so that they jump over us, and then run the other way, aim that way, so they jump over us again, and then dip. And it's like, they're fully manipped. I'll link it in the description to this video, and I'll show you guys directly after this. Yeah, that was Moose. Yeah, that's the one. Some of you guys, if you're watching this, I don't know if it'll be published yet. I don't know which order I'll publish it in, but at some point you'll see my New Game Plus B run, 4738, with absolutely no curses whatsoever. That Georgia was here for. That was when Moose raided us, and we had to pull off all of that. Like, we had to beat Georgia's curse and Captain's curse in one stream. So there, thank you, Georgia, appreciate that. See, she's look at this, what a goddess. See, what we do there is we stand and aim at a particular point of the crack in the wall, because you don't want to be too close to Mr. X, or he will walk towards you menacingly and then bop you. You don't want to be too far away, or he'll just walk towards you menacingly. He'll just do the wrong attack. Being the correct distance from him will make him do that dash punch while aiming at him. Here, we're going to camera the licker. I still got hit. This is a manip that just by looking at him makes him not lick. What does lickers not do? Right? It's just this. There's some memes in this run. I don't like this run, like I said earlier. I'm annoyed at some of the stuff that went wrong, but the pace was so good. The pace is just too fast. You just won't last, you know? It's that Linkin Park lyric. Yeah. So we're looking at the crack in the wall. So that part with Mr. X there, with that hole in the wall, if you go too far to the actual opening and then try and aim at him, he'll just punch you. It's a distance, like, positioning thing. There is a lot of positioning and distance memes for fights in this game. When you're fighting Birkins, if you're stood here against him, the strat won't work. If you're there, the strat works. It's so weird. Shooting the ground there. That's a good question, Plank. Thank you. Why are you running? Why are you running? We shoot the ground outside the library because a little known fact about this game, many of you that watch speedruns will be fully aware, but some of you casuals, if you're watching this on YouTube, you might not. But this game has like a realistic mechanic whereby zombies will be drawn to audio. So we shoot the second to last bullet outside the library to manip the library zombies to walk to the door so that I run past them. And then by the time I finish moving the bookcases, they're like, you know, they're too nowhere to be seen. They're too far behind. It doesn't always work. There's a trend you're going to see with these techniques. It doesn't always work. It's not always consistent. So sometimes Mr. X will just catch you as well, and he'll come in and punch you. It is what it is. You guys that watch me live are fully familiar with, like, sometimes you just get bit there and you just heal out. Player runs from Barry wife swap. That's funny. Don't tell me that. I won't be able to unsee it. But yeah, clock tower here. Just doing the gears. I shot that zombie on the way in. The reason I shot him is because if he gets stunned or you bait a lunge from him, he won't be there when you come back. Baiting the lunge is really annoying and inconsistent because of his two positions. Shooting him in the face every time is more consistent if you can hit him. So here we're gonna take this door straight on, dip right, then dip left. that will lure that guy, and it will give you just enough space every time. If you do that right, you'll be free and clear them like every time. If you scuff it or you're late in the door, the guy will get you. I've lost runs there a few times. The audio is going to go a little bit out of sync as well. You know how we used to have that? This is a native recording on the PS5 from the media gallery. But yeah, I think it's only a very, very slight delay. Not like as bad as we used to get with the Elgato. But it's another thing that kind of bugged me about this. But it also bugs me that I can't beat the friggin' time. Mr. X can, yeah. He hears you blasting through doors. A lot of the time, he gets drawn to you by hoofing through doors in a speedrun. If you're playing casually, you can walk through a door or walk up a corridor and he won't hear you. But he can hear a lot more than you think. Like, hear, but yeah. Yeah, post that link in the Discord if you find the YouTube video. So this is a strat. It's not really a strat, but just a thing to keep in mind. The first block is always the third block. 1 is always 3, then spin to win. Those of you that have learnt that from me will always hear me saying that. 1 to 3, spin to win. The faster you are, the more risk you are of Smurf Man. Yes, definitely. In a way. Same as with Lickers. Lickers are blind. They're drawn to audio. They have amazing hearing. That's why flashbangs like really wound them, and running alerts them. That's why Lickers are dangerous for us in a speedrun because we're running. But if you walk past Larry or anyone, you're chilling, you know. And we've affectionately named all of the Lickers L names. So we have Larry, the first one at the Stars office. We have Leroy in the detonator room. Let's see. God, I have to remember all their names now. Lenny and Leroy. No, sorry. Lenny and Londo in the kennels. Larissa, which George named, is the last one that we did the aim dodge that jumped over me. And then the lab lickers are Liam and Logan, which were affectionately named by Georgia and Neko from the chat. So yeah, we like that. And next time we do Resi 1 remake, we're going to rename all the hunters H names. Like Henry and Harry and Horatio. It's going to be sweet. Do look forward to that. Right. We're going to be so effing sorry, guys. We are going to be now spending the next few minutes with Goblin and Chief Irons. So Sherry's movement is a bit of a meme. You have to turn the camera with her. Her bodily movement is really annoying. Make sure you're turning the camera. She has crappy movement. George is standing to attention, yep. H names, yep. With a H. It's all over now, doors locked. Where are you? Show yourself. I know you're in here. The longer it takes me to find you, the worse it's going to be. Right.
It's all over now. Doors locked.
So you're going to see that I'm standing up here and not hiding.
Where are you?
His flashlight is his vision. So as long as you avoid his flashlight, you're good. Especially on normal. Do not try this on hardcore. It won't work on hardcore. He'll just say, I see you, and he'll find you. On assisted or on standard, you can do that every time. Pause, champ. Peter only comes here to, like, jack off, and then he leaves. Where are you, bro? This is your moment. Yeah, George, your favorite character's here, dude.
Bitches gotta be here somewhere. God damn it.
So here, again, we're going to take a position right at the end. There's a few runs of this, by the way, that every time we get here, me and Vida are we're lowering the tone. That's happened in a few runs. There's a 6th place New Game Plus run where we're talking about photos of each other when we're at this part. This part of the run is always cursed. It's because it's the break. But yeah, so here again, with the flashlight thing in mind, many of you may think, oh, you have to hide over on the right there under the desk or under that other desk. You really don't. You can stand here by this color, like this Lego block thing, and his light will just miss you. So you'll see now, because I keep the camera here, it's ever so close. Because he stumbles, that's what makes it miss. Yeah. You're just jealous because you haven't got one. Well, you could have.
Fuck is my
Anyway.
key?
He sees us, so we're going to be using the key. Meets guitar.
I see you.
Sprint boosting through the door. Dipping down here. And then we're going to do a little tech here called Cherry Shuffle. Cherry Shake. This saves 0.5 seconds. What? Hello? Hi, mushy mushy.
I'm coming in, Sherry.
Lewd folder, 100 gig today, kind of proud. Yeah.
Bitch.
Like I said, if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to come and laugh at my regulars and laugh at the memes that we have here, do come down to twitch.tv/excel86j. Thanks. Links are in the description. I have the best moderation team on Twitch. I'm going to have the best emotes from Resident Evil on Twitch soon. Pretty good. You just missed Chief Irons, dude. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. George's favorite character is Chief Irons, and the one time he stepped out, man, we've just got back. We are just moving on. We have the key card. We're now picking up this heal, and we're cruising. So, there's one thing I haven't covered in this run yet, and that is DA. there's DA in this game. Does anyone want to maybe ask what that is? What's DA? There it is. Hey, like clockwork. Nice. We definitely haven't prepared this. So by letting Mr. X punch me here, what DA? I'll tell you what, Bobby. What? Okay, DA is difficulty adjustment, and it's been in every Resident Evil practically since Resident Evil 4 Classic, and so in this game, it's on a ranking system between 1 and 9,000, basically. Like 1 and 9. The numbers go from 1 to quad 9s. Each time I shoot a zombie in the head like that, that adds about 8 or 10 to my DA score. Each time I miss a bullet, so you'll see, sometimes I whiff bullets intentionally. Leon runs do this a lot. Anytime I pick up a heal, pick up bullets, pick up like a first aid, shoot a zombie or slash Birkin, my DA goes up. And when you do a standard run, it starts at DA 4 on standard. Assisted is 3, hardcore is maxed. And when you get over, say, 7,500, that which the Hunk 4 Survivor run is, that would affectionately be early hardcore. So we start this run in standard, and by the time we get to the labs, depending on how you play and if you pick up safety heals and whatnot, I sometimes do. So even in the labs, for me, some of my zombies will double lunge. But by letting Mr. X punch us, no one, I think only one of the lickers, right, has hit me so far, Larry, and then Larry hit me, and one of the other lickers on the way to the library hit me. So I was able to, like, I'm already on a low DA anyway, but I still went for the Mr. X strat. We intentionally let him punch us to lower the DA even more, to like, negotiate with the game. What we're trying to do is we're trying to trick the game into thinking that we're worse than we are. And I'll do this with Birkin the Second as well, Billy Boy Birkin the Second. I'm going to trade with him on the button, which I'll explain when we get there, but it's to lower DA while I'm doing an action. Because I'm taking a hit and doing the action at the same time. I lose no time, but the game gets slightly easier. And then there was an old strategy where we would manipulate the DA really heavily back on the PS4 knife-only run, 30 FPS. We would take 2 deaths from G2 so that we could lower the DA for G3 and for labs. Very important strat. What's the dog doing? Censoring herself is crazy. What? Cute cuddle, Chief Irons? Yeah.
Go!
Hi, streamer. What's DA? Was that?
Sherry, can you hear me? Don't stop!
Yeah, okay. I think, sorry, I didn't mean to miss anyone. I think I caught you all.
Now I'm gonna smell like
Right.
shit.
Am I missing any strats? What the dog doing? Why is she bugging? Oh, like the audio? With the go into, yeah, so that's like a little meme thing that if you skip the very first cutscene, there's 2 cutscenes there. If you skip the first one really fast, it like overlaps the audio. Like if you just like first couple of frames, skip the cutscene. It's not very tight. Anyone can do it, but just skip that first cutscene really quickly, and it overlaps the audio, and it's one of the only places in the game that breaks, and it's still broken even on the newest version. This is the PS5 version. Because we're in the sewers, and it's
Hold on.
contaminated.
I'll be right there.
Claire's feet must really smell here. Sure, chat. Fucking feet enjoyers. If you too like Claire's feet, don't come on down to twitch.tv. I've done that as a Twitch title before where I said Claire wears purple socks. And everyone was like, wait, what? And it caused like a bit of discourse for a minute. I'm like, you can't fucking see her socks. You tell me. But we're in the police station still. He's just delusional because Chief Irons was on screen. With her shit, no. For some reason, the developers of Resident Evil seem to like sewers and putting their pretty ladies submerged in them. You know. We're going to shoot that dude there to give us a free pass past these zombies. I wear Claire's... I've got another picture. It's a similar... Somebody basically made the meme that I came up with for Claire like 3 years ago. And it's a picture of Ada from RE2R Remake. And it's got like... It's an arrow pointing to her boots. And then it shows these cute pink fluffy socks or something as like a little thought bubble picture image next to it. And it's just like as if to say she's wearing those under the black boots. And I'm like, yeah, I could see that. Do you know what? Maybe she would. Chief Irons Fall Guy. Oh my god.
What the fuck?
So most we haven't. Have I had to shoot? I haven't had to shoot any EG adults yet, have I? We've just been dodging around them so far. But that's gonna come up in a second. So here we're gonna boost this door. Excellent. It does, Pikachu. I know, mate. Suffer from it a lot. That annoyed me when I picked up that ammo, because that ammo didn't combine and it's in 2 slots when it could have been, because I was holding movement still. There was so many things that kind of went wrong. Birkin 3, you guys that have seen me do the Birkin 3 fight in this, you know that I do a pretty clean Birkin 3 now. This Birkin 3 sucks in this run, unfortunately. That guy grabbed me as well. There's a lot that went wrong, and like what I hate about it is there are a lot of mistakes in this run. But the time is just so far ahead of what I was able to do, like, since this. Like, this was over a month ago, and we spent another week or 2 trying to beat this, and it just didn't happen. So, I will at some point, like, when I get back on my Claire grind again, but it's just, you know, that was enough for a minute. We're currently working on Leon Flameless. And, like, I had my PB before this. This is a 52:37, I believe. You guys will see it in the title, because it's been a month, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Oh, sorry, 52:27, not 37, 52:27. I had a 53:04 before this, but I just knew I could beat a 53. Here we go, now we're going to shoot this G-Adult, and then, we're going to, in its iframe animation, while it's popping up, we're going to run around it. Why'd you keep running this game and not moving on to bigger things like RE3 Remake? Because I am still tilted from losing a 2.5 minute PB to Carlos dying from caution in 1 bite. That's why. That game can eat 10 dicks, but also tune in a couple of months' time where I'm running that game. Fuck that game. I'm going to PB that game out of spite. Okay, so this is where Sparkless comes in, guys. This is... As Calvin Harris and Rihanna once said, this is what you came for. Not lightning, actually, because, you know, we're avoiding the spark shot, right? Get it? Anyway, so we're not getting the spark shot. This is a Sparkless. The shooting a GE adult in its weak point still increase DA. Yes. Hitting a target increases DA. Regardless. Me slashing Birkin ridiculously increases DA. If someone has Twitch Prime, what can they do? They could sub using their Twitch Prime account and get access to ad-free viewing Look at this moderator. She's amazing. Ad-free viewing. They could get access to all of my cute Ada emotes, which maybe some of you subs could spam a wall of to show everyone what they could be getting if they came over and subscribed. She's a great shill. She's getting a $5 on PayPal later. Here we're gonna... You can shoot this G-Adult in the eye a few times. Much to Steven's question, how DA be damned, if you stun that G-Adult while it's dashing at you, if you stun it in the eye, you can get past without climbing. It does save time, but I was not able to do it. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Georgia. There we go. Yeah, see, we have such emotes as these. Do it for them. It's much like them pictures I posted on the exclamation Discord. Because you too could also be joining the Discord where I post Ada Wong memes. Because Ada Wong is my wife, apart from Tifa, who's also my wife. Well, Ada Wong's my mistress, and Tifa's probably my wife, but whatever. They're both wives, alright, don't worry about it. Lower abs area. Nice. Yeah, join the Discord or don't. Make your own damn decisions. If you're watching this on YouTube, that will also be linked in the description. Don't worry about it. But also, there's definitely just memorize the URL. No, I'll link it. I'll link it. Hey, I put the things in the descriptions, okay?
All right, Sherry.
Do you follow the YouTube, Georgia? You're sub to my YouTube, right? Of course you are. Go to the link for sure, yeah, see? I love the FS abbreviation, because I read that sometimes as fuck's sake, and some people say they mean it for sure. And I know FFS is for fuck's sake, but I know some friends that abbreviate that. So, yeah, it just makes me laugh. You am? Good. Why did I read it like that? You are. Yeah, you am sub to my YouTube, nice one. So, there's a strat here. Does anyone notice what we did that was weird there? See, we threw a grenade into the middle of the room. The reason for that is that when you do the numbers on the switch and run away, Birkin is going to punch through the ceiling behind you at the door that you came in from. And what we do is we roll a grenade into the middle of the room because his body and his hitbox is above the ceiling in the center. That grenade drops him down to about 93%, and it skips punching through the ceiling 5 times. It's literally like one of the only major skips, really, we do in the game. It's not really a major skip. So, that's why we threw that grenade, Georgia. Thank you. Sorry, I know you're on mobile. Now, here we've thrown a flashbang, and then we're going to be knifing Birkin down using a knife and a half. And you'll see that when I changed knives, I also changed gun. Like, I unequipped my gun at the same time. The reason for that is that it stops the animation of the character pulling a new knife out. They continue to swipe, so we don't lose slashes. Then I traded with him to, I let him hit me as I was pressing the button to lower the DA while achieving what I want. And then we trade places at the end with the manipulation by aiming at him, run past his weak, small arm to put him where we were, because we've manipulated him like a matador. He runs over there, the crane hits him. As long as you've done enough damage and got him below 50%, then he's dead. So, but we've had to do, because on console we don't have SRT, we don't have the health display or the DA or anything shown, we have to just know it. So it takes a lot of practice, but you guys, again, that have watched me live, 2 or 3 slashes off, and he doesn't die, and that crane doesn't kill him. And I've shown this before with the knife degradation. It's a knife and a half, or a knife and a third, and if you're a couple of slashes out, I've shown it before, and it's like, it looks exactly the same amount of degradation, but he's still ticking somehow. It can happen. Oh, my nose is really itchy. It can be, yeah, and obviously the reason why this is so much better in my route, in Sparkless, is because I don't have to wait for that charge time and then drop him and then do another one. I don't have to do the spark. That saves a lot on this fight and Birkin 3. Because on Birkin 3, I just slash the eye, shoot the eye, bait, it's like slash the eye, shoot the eye, and he's down. Like, it's way quicker than doing those charges. So that's where some of the time comes in. Plus, my improvement at the run and the game and grind, because we did it every day for weeks and weeks and weeks. It's the only way to get anything done in this game, unfortunately. Like, you could have a run with less mistakes than mine and be slower. And be like, what the fuck, why am I not catching this? I don't know either, mate. I couldn't catch this run either. And this run fucking sucks. So, like, it was on that crackhead pace that day. This was, again, 1:56 p.m. it was created. This was in the middle of the... I stream midnight onwards. This was a middle of the day practice run that just kept going. And I was like, fuck it, I'll play it out, I'll play it out, I'll play it out. And this is it. It's going to be 10th place in the world. Happy days. I was trying to get 8th. I really want to try and get 8th at some point. Or better, I want to get well into, really like deep into top 10 so that I can't be removed. Oh, good luck trying to beat Dildor. Maybe one day. Maybe it just takes me longer than anyone else, but I've already done so much in this game and improved a lot, so you never know. I'm 5th for my knife-only run as well. 5th place in the world on console, 57:14. Which has loads of time save, and I can probably beat that now after learning what I've learnt doing this with my knife improvements. So, I didn't explain, but that last lab door, before I went into the cafeteria, I shot the electronic panel on the door to manipulate that zombie, but it didn't work. Doesn't always work. However, the backup here is we gave him our most degraded knife. Oh, also, going back to the DA thing, if you defend with that knife, that lowers DA. That counts as you took an attack, but you didn't lose the damage. I might be wrong, but I am positive that lowers DA, like getting hit. Oh, guys, how you doing, man? Welcome on in. Long time since you ran RE2R, I remember. Yeah, how you doing, Zero? It's good to see you, dude. Zero is a guy that we used to run this game back in 2019. I very much remember you. I hope you're doing well, sir. It's good to see you again. We are just doing this commentary of my soon-to-be 10th place in the world Claire run for console Sparkless. 52:27. So, yeah, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. You'll see anyone that's been around my channel a long time, under the channel, there's a banner for the 2019 charity competition. Zero was around in them days, dude. He's been around. What place? Top 10. It was 10. Yep, 10th place. 10. Exactly that, James. Thank you. I see you've been doing the Zeldas, mate. Yeah. Glad they've been going well for you. Ever thought about getting back into Resi? Answers to this is 2067, followed by 3123, if you think of it like a keypad. Like a numeric keypad. Reminder, you're all going to be on YouTube. So feel free to say hi. 2067 and 3123. We have anyone that's interested in running this game, look up Resident Evil 2 Remake Cheat Sheet, and you will find the PNG that has all the answers. 2067, the year I'll fight. Alright, George, nice. This answer to this is RGB, RGB, RG. Thinking about it, got my PS4 disc, upgraded to PS5. So, Zero, if you get yourself a high frame rate monitor, PS5 version, this run that you're watching, you're about to see Birkin get fucking deleted. 100 FPS, mate. 100 FPS. Like, I run this game on PC. Like, I've not stopped running this game since the days. So, I'm familiar with this shit. And with the testing I did with SRT and everything, this is hitting 100. What if you're colorblind? I am a little bit colorblind. It is a free upgrade from PS4 version. That's a very good question, Plank. Yes, it is. If you've got the PS4 disc, put it into your PS5, free upgrade to PS5, win. Then all you need is a nice monitor. Even if you just play for fun, like you don't want to speedrun or whatever, it's still gonna be dropping Birkin. Again, you're gonna see it. Here we're gonna look up and manipulate Liam or Logan, whichever one is which. Yeah, oh, of course, yeah, you'd be rusty. Hey, I've got some tutorials. I can help you get back into it, man. I still got the Claire A strats. Yeah, go, George. Go for XL. Yeah, Georgia, that is a thing about being colorblind. I'm a little bit colorblind, actually, in real life. So, that is a valid concern. I think there are colorblind options in the display for this game. I know 4, I think, has it. Trinopia and Tritonopia settings and things. Why don't lickers shout "Ahí va eso"? That's true. That's why this game will never be as exciting as 4. So here, compared to the DX11, instead of running in between licker 1 and 2, I have to run next to them while looking at them. They're supposed to get on the ceiling here. That one didn't. So this lab lickers is terrible. This is how you do not want it to go. They're supposed to both go on the ceiling and then drop when I do the flashbang, but he immediately dive-bombed me before I could get the flash off. Then here I'm going to continue to look at them to try and maintain behavior, but I'm going to get hit again. Yeah. The DA is nice and low now, which is great, but like I say, unfortunately, out of all of my other runs where I do lab lickers hitless and a perfect G3, this one had shit lab lickers, shit G3, but it was so far ahead of my damn pace, and I wasn't able to match it. Especially on stream when I'm like, you know, yabbing to you guys. It's not easy. This was an offline run, but it's not good. Like, that's why I hate myself and I hate this run, because I know I can beat it. But it's just, it takes so long to even get half of the chance to get here on this pace. But even with this bad shit happening, this is still way ahead, and it's annoying. Here we can throw a flash, and it's like, but some of my, by the time people watch this on YouTube, some of my previous 53s, by the time, if you watch a few of my runs, you'll see an amazing run out of like 3 of my runs. You know, like, some parts go better in some runs. You can't always get it the same. I can't, anyway, and I've ran this game for fucking years. One thing I can say to Zero, if you're looking to run this game again, fucking don't. I joke, like, yeah, run it, yeah. Nah, man. No, if you want to keep your hairline and some sanity, don't fucking run Claire, for God's sake. Like... Looking at SRC, surprised still top 10 hanging only, Clara Leon? Yeah, dude. The console one's kind of like, nothing's moved on console in years. PC runs are still active all the time. Like, when you get a chance, go and watch one of Fritz's Claire runs. His Claire world record, the 47, is fucking ridiculous. Why didn't Claire pack her Parker? I know, she should have done. Because this is a Parkerless run and a Sparkless run. See, I can at least give you the best Ivies you've probably ever seen. Absolutely baited. Didn't get very good lab lickers, but the Ivies were perfect. I had a good manip. I was able to take the right path. That is a visual awareness thing. You have to know on that screen when you're seeing that Ivy, can I go right or left, yes or no? If you go left on that position, it'll grab you instantly in the back. No, we don't do that. Sparkless, if you will. Exactly, that's the one. Yup. Yeah, that is one thing that sucks about zombies, is they just go, and you. They don't go, ahí va eso. It's kind of lame. That's the one good thing about 4. Right, don't pick up that grenade there. So I did something wrong. I picked up that grenade too early. That increases my DA. However, it doesn't matter, because Lab Lick has hit me a lot, so my DA isn't that bad at the minute. Fine. Biologically, that'll never stop them. Don't let anyone say you can't live out your dreams, guys. Okay? I don't care what the biological ramifications are. Never give up, never give in, never surrender. Okay, simple here. Right, Birkin 3. Sparkless. Not the best one. Like, I'll if anyone's hanging around, I'll give you a good Birkin after this if you want. Like after the commentary, just show you I can still do it. But the format's going to be the same, right? So here we're going to run up, slash his leg eye immediately from an angle, break that, shoot the back eye once or twice. If it breaks, stand here and bait the backswing. Then we want to shoot and bait this attack and slash this eye down. Here, I actually missed because he was too close to the containers. So this is why my G3 went badly, because I had to like, get him down. But that's fine. We just lost a little bit of time. It's not that bad. So then we're going to be slashing the shoulders here to, again, maintain three points of contact. Then I'm going to be equipping a new knife and unequipping my gun to maintain the swipe and not lose swipes from her pulling out a new knife. We're going to be slashing at a particular angle because Claire's hitbox on her knife has a phantom range to the after swing at the end of her, like the end of her swing. There's more active hitbox afterwards than there is in the mid of her swing. So you'll see me stand to the left and favor this angle of slashes. So unfortunately, with my spark runs, I can get door skip. With this run, I can't. Me and Captain labbed this on PC with SRT. When he goes to pick up the door, he is between 13 and 8% HP. There is just not a damn thing I can do about it. I can use another grenade, which we used to do, the double grenade strat, but then that incurs 200 extra DA. That would just, and then that still puts him at 6%. Sort of thing. So yeah, I can't do door skip in this route, otherwise it would save more time. So I lose time to some spark runs. But I also beat 139 of the others. So, you know, it's not that bad. The door skip is literally the process of that boss picking up that door. It could be affectionately confused with the original games having the door skip mod. No, it's not that. It's just I call it door skip. It's just him skipping that pull off of the door animation. You can draw if you kill him quick enough, he freezes and then dies into the cutscene before he's able to walk to the door.
Walk faster.
Door,
I don't want to
not quite dog. Chat room likes it when I say dog. And now they're getting infected and contaminated, and now they can't stop saying, "What the dog doing?" And because they think of me all the time.
hell out of here.
It's rubbing off. I know Plank is trying his hardest to not say dog on stream every time now. Alright, now we're in the final elevator with the Goblin. I mean, Sherry Birkin. We're chilling. Hopefully the audio's been okay.
Claire? Yeah? Thank you.
It looks like it is. Cool.
For helping me.
If I was on point on this game, I would have put expansion on for this part, because that's what I usually do.
But save your thanks until
Which is Claire's, like, final theme. It's one of my favourite songs. What I would normally do here is put the sound back to remake for this bit. But I just missioned it. We were running. But yeah, this has been way better as well, guys. Thank you all for being here for this commentary. It's going to be exciting. Here, last little tech of the run, really. We're going to hold the door for the Goblin. Saves a couple of seconds. Otherwise she face blasts it and gets stuck. We do not want her to get stuck. Whiffing bullets because I can. Leon, you have to do something about these IVs. Claire, you do not. You can just run. Every time, do not stop. Do not go the wrong way. Do not pass go. Do not collect £200. Just fucking go. They will never attack because Sherry's there, but if you stand around or go the wrong way or stop, they will lunge. Leon has to shoot them, but Leon can also shoot the walls behind them and manipulate them. So here, we're going to be easily top 5 song. It is, yeah, definitely. Resi 2 Remake has some banging songs. Lost Judgment, like Leon's last couple of themes, Claire's last couple of themes, Tofu theme, Hunk theme, Kendo theme. Need I say more? Like, even Kathy Warren's theme's really nice as well. They're all pretty good. So we're going to be slashing these IVs with the last of our bum knives, the degraded ones here. We're going to give this one forcefully. I'm wasting time. I have crappy knives. Some of you have seen the clip where I slashed an Ivy here and it flew off the game and just it yeeted itself for no reason. Then I'm going to stand in a particular position. I actually line Claire's feet up with the puddle that she stood in. So I can boost forward and quick turn left like that and immediately get past the Goblin. I mean, Sherry. Wonder if I can infect anyone with A, bud. Get one of these PB commentaries, eh? That guy there, he has 50 HP, eh? He's like the lowest HP zombie in the game. RE should stop making OSTs because nothing will top the director's cut basically thing. Oh god. The clown farts. Alright, chat room. We're going to be fighting the last boss. Biggest grin. That one was for you, buddy. I know you like that one. The final countdown. Diddly-dee. Diddly-dee-dee. So here we're going to use the joint plug and pick up the minigun last. As long as you've got the 2 slots for the joint plug, that is your 2 slots for the minigun. Right, final Birkin. I can't remember how this went. I think it went... So, minigun as many eyes as you can. The boss only takes damage from the eyes. Mainly the eyes. Don't shoot his arms. Don't shoot him in the back. Only the eyes. Slash here to take it. We want some good swipes to put him in yellow mode immediately. Now, sometimes he goes and he walks to the wall immediately. And sometimes he does this. So when he does this, I'm going to shoot him down. And now he's going to walk to the wall. And I'm going to, like, get ready on a grenade. Drop him from his climb. And providing you do this well, he gets up at the right position here. If you mistime that grenade, he faces the wall and you lose this strat. There we go. And I cancelled him out of his charge. This was a really good G4. Really good G4, actually. For me. I'll take that. So, at time of recording this, the current 10th place time is 52:35 by one cool man who, Zero, if he's still here, he will know from back in the day, OCM. This is a 52:27, achieving a now 10th place time on PS5. Claire Redfield, standard 52:27, 0 saves, S+. There we go. Thanks for the GGs. Thank you for watching.